847-3733.
Welcome to the hot crowd of Solana. Welcome to the hot crowd of Solana. Welcome to the hot crowd of Solana. Welcome to the show, 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 crowd of Solana. Welcome to the show with the three amigos. Hotman, Crowder, and Solana on FM radio. Them boys be sliding, so we riding and we ready to go. 100,000 watts full throttle, baby, ready to blow. We passing poker up to Jupiter, we got your attention. You can tune in anywhere, but listen at your discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hotman can't stop him, each other deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now my Rushmore of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins who I go. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the fast while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show on a Tuesday, on a shortened holiday week. And by the way, I'm broadcasting at home today. I haven't done that in a while. So if my microphone levels are off, Solana or Jimmy or Crowder, just let me know and I'll correct them as
what are you
we
saying?
get things
what are you
done
saying
here.
I got you can't. We can't hear you, Hoch. What was that?
Is that for real? I don't even know if he's playing a joke.
I'm just joking.
It's a funny joke. That's a joke that I would have done. The Heat keep on winning.
Yeah.
Heat keep on winning. I know Solana is very happy. We're going to have Jim Larinaga with us today, talk a little basketball. Panthers pounded Nashville last night. Pounded Nashville. We're a couple days away from Thanksgiving Day football. This is one of my favorite football watching opportunities of the season. I love Thanksgiving Day. I always run the table gambling, by the way. I am always undefeated on the 3 games on day. Why do you guys look so confused? I always run the table on Thanksgiving. It's just one of my wheelhouses.
When did that start?
It's starting Thursday on Thanksgiving Day.
We got slaughtered last year.
So Tyler, I don't know if you watched the game last night, Crowder. Tyler put up 24 points in his first game back, 12 of 18 shooting. And we'll talk plenty of Heat. Obviously, Solana's going to have it in the headline. Do you guys want a Chicago Bulls update? Because I did watch that game as well. I don't know if you guys paid as much attention to the Bulls-Pelicans game as I did. Do you want to know what happened?
No one paid attention to that game. The NBA forgot it was on TV.
Zion looked like an MVP yesterday, which is unfortunate for the Bulls. Zion looked like an MVP. But I will tell you, and the Bulls, they squeaked by the Wizards over the weekend, and then they just lost to the Pelicans. So I don't know what that tells you about the Bulls. Now, I will tell you, Vooch was out last night. Kevin Huerter was out last night. And they robbed him in that Bulls game, too. That was what changed the Bulls game. You know, when Kevin Huerter got ejected from the game, that changed the entirety of the outcome of that game. And it was a deflating moment for the Bulls. You can acknowledge that, Solana. I mean, it was a ridiculous call.
No, yeah, you're right. They only would have lost by 28 had Kevin Huerter still been in the game. It was that I was genuinely upset that he got thrown out for that. That's one of those, like, the refs going by the letter of the law, but it just common sense should prevail in that situation.
Anyway, Vooch was out last night. Huerter was out last night. But if you had Giddey over 20.5, his late meaningless three against New Orleans gave you the winning ticket, which I had. That was my only bet last night, was Giddey over 20.5, and he scored 21. If you had Buzelis, who I'm off of right now, over 13.5, you felt good at halftime when he had 10 points. And at the end of the game, when he had 10 points, you felt terrible.
Is he conditioned? This happens a lot for old Booz Ellis.
Yeah, no, it's Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan's freezing him out. Billy Donovan's got him on some weird plan. Anyway, but I'm telling you, Zion, 29 points in 29 minutes. Zion last night was only 9 rebounds and 8 assists away from a triple-double.
Only, huh?
Zion had 1 rebound last night.
He can play basketball, just not the level that you think he can play basketball.
Yeah. Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Jim Larinaga is going to join us today, usually on Wednesdays. He's traveling tomorrow. Aronde Gadsden is going to join us today. And Gino Torretta is going to join us today. He's usually on Thursdays, but we're off on Thursday, so Gino will join us today. So we do have a loaded potato of a program, and I'm imagining Solana wants to get right into the Miami Heat headlines because there is a little something bubbling. We started talking about it yesterday, like, is it too early to start talking? And, man, if Tyler can put up, 24 points when Norman Powell isn't playing, like that, because, used to be if Tyler was out, it's like, okay, well, who's going to score your buckets? And you've seen Norman Powell all season long. He can score your buckets. Well, now, hey, if Norman Powell's out, who's going to score your buckets? Oh, y'all must have forgot. We kind of talked about that yesterday with Tyler. Like, he's going to come out slinging because y'all must have forgot. And so they're scoring points, man. Speaking of scoring points, I think New Orleans put up 145 on the Bulls last night. I heard Stacey King saying, like, New Orleans Pelicans hadn't scored 145 points in, like, their 15 games combined. They were averaging, like, 4 points a game. I don't know what happened last night. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Yeah, I was going to swagger in with some Miami Heat talk, Hawk. I'm not going to lie, but here's why. Yesterday, Tyler Hero makes his return. It sucks Norman wasn't available. The Heat didn't play well. Overall, Tyler had a really good game. He struggled right out of the gate. The Heat shot 5 of 27 from beyond the arc. Kel'el Ware made 3 of the 5 threes in the game for Miami.
Crazy.
And they shot well below 50% from the field. They didn't play well. It was a tie game with under a minute to go. And when you needed a big bucket, Bam forced a turnover, stole a ball.
I immediately was going to text you DPOY because that was such a huge turnover because Dallas made it so dicey at the end. You're like, this can't be, because that was reminiscent of last year's collapse, like where you'd collapse right at the end and you'd go, what the hell just happened? Like, I watched them in control of the game. And Bam, man, I thought of you when he got that turnover. I thought of you. I was like, DPOY right there.
Bam forces the turnover out of the inbounds. And then Tyler Hero, off kind of a chaotic play where Pella was headed the other way, got the ball on the perimeter, didn't need a screen, got into the paint, and scored the go-ahead, which ended up being the game-winning basket. So even when things didn't go right for you, even when it didn't look pretty at the end, your 2 best players came up with the 2 biggest plays on the most important possession of the game. Good teams become great teams when they win games like that. Would you agree? I'm not saying
yes.
they're going to win the title, Crowder.
No.
When good teams don't play well, the best teams still find ways to win those types of games. And the Heat somehow pulled it out yesterday, even in Tyler Hero's first game.
Solana, you're mad at me enough. Don't be mad at me when we agree on something. That's what I ask. In those games, tied up with a minute left, who's the guy? Who's going to go make the play? And last night, it was great that it's Bam and Tyler making those plays, but that's what I've been begging for, those last-second heroics, the clutch time we were talking about. That's what it was. It was clutch time, and those 2 guys make clutch plays. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what we got to continue to do for me to totally be sold on this team and maybe do it against somebody better than the Dallas Mavericks. I don't want to be.
That's fair. Totally fair. I'm glad
we saw it with the Chiefs, and I'm not comparing the Heat to the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick
Why not?
Mahomes. But you saw when it came down to it in that Indianapolis game, the Chiefs were just better at the end and were able to win it. And if the Heat continued to do stuff like that, that is where they make the leap from. Because I'll ask you again the same question I asked yesterday, and I'm going to ask it to Coach L when he joins us this hour. Is there a team in the East, Crowder, that you look at? I know you said Cade Cunningham and the Pistons yesterday. Is there a team in the East where you go, that team is unbeatable come playoff time? Because I don't see it. And like I said, I mean, Solana and I have been texting Jokic highlights with Coach L the last few days. Like, you could look at Denver or you could look at OKC in the West and go, man, I don't care what kind of regular season you put together. I don't want to see either of those teams in the postseason. I'm not seeing it in the East. I'm starting to think teams in the East are looking at the Heat and going, that's the team to keep an eye on.
OKC, the Nuggets, walk in the gym, you tuck your chain and look at the ground. Nobody, even the Pistons aren't doing that for me, and they're unproven. Yeah. It's what I talk about. Even when the Heat make runs, I'm like, it's unproven. When we lost the Big Three and all, they're unproven. They have a bunch of damn good young players now, but I haven't seen them go win any series against anybody worth a damn yet. So no, I'm not scared of anyone in the East. I'll say that.
Well, you should be, because the Toronto Raptors are really, really good. That team does scare me. Brandon Ingram dropped 37. But I am glad, no joke, we can all be rational about a Heat victory. We can all approach it with calm, cooler heads here. Now that we got that out of the way, let me tell you why Kel'el Ware is going to be better than Wilt Chamberlain. And here's where I want to start.
Because get to that quickly if you can, because I want to talk about why the Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl.
This is La La
and then
Land.
Crowder, you'll have more on Lane Kiffin for the Florida Gators.
And then we'll go to McMurphy here over at One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and we'll get his take on things as well.
Tomorrow is a must-win game for the Miami Heat. Yes, in November.
You love that NBA Cup, man, don't you?
And I am so invested in this NBA Cup.
You love it.
Hoch, I'm not kidding. One day there will be a time where people care about this as much as I care about it right now. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. There will be a time where people care about a game like tomorrow where the Heat can put themselves in a position to advance to go play meaningful games in Las Vegas. What more do you want than knockout games in the middle of November, early December?
Is that what happens? I don't even know how it happens. So if the finals, the NBA Cup finals and semifinals or quarterfinal, like what's in Vegas?
Yeah, semifinal and final are in Vegas. If the Heat advance, they'll play one game, a knockout game, that wouldn't be in Vegas. But if they win that one, then they go to Vegas.
Oh, and it ends their season.
Well, the Cup season.
Oh, so they just continue to play basketball for the rest of the year?
Yeah, no. I mean, all these games are regular season games, and these are Cup games as well. And
if you win the Cup, what happens? I know the Lakers raised a banner for winning that Cup, didn't they?
Hey, Huck, you just continue to play your schedule like normal.
So
or if you lose it, you just continue to play your schedule like normal.
So it's just a game?
No, it's a Cup game. It has implications, meaningful implications. Cup game tomorrow against the Bucks.
American mind cannot comprehend the Cup tournament.
They cannot.
Can't do it.
Hey, shout out to the Florida Panthers. I love a good pounding, and that's what the Panthers delivered yesterday.
There's your podcast headline, Jimmy.
You know it.
Always want to be on the delivering end, of course. And
but sometimes it's just not your choice. Huh? Huh. That took a turn.
I'm opting
your
out.
thoughts, Coach L.
There's a good chat in the YouTube chat. Solana, it's useless. Hoch and Crowder are two meathead Yanks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, is yank like a
American.
nasty term or?
Yeah.
Like a gringo,
American.
an American, a Yankee.
It's
I
meant
thought
to
it
be
meant from up north. Oh, okay. I thought like I thought it was nasty, yanking your meat or something. I didn't know.
No, a
Meathead
couple of Yanks. We're a couple of Americans who don't understand cup play. Cup play for Europeans, really not even for Europeans, for any soccer fan in any soccer nation, they understand cup play. We don't. We're a couple of Yanks.
I get it. They don't really have a lot of fun over there to do, though. We have things to do.
Yeah, I mean, they line up for hours. They stare at a tower that's falling over. Oh, hey, look, this tower's leaning. Here in Yanksland, we would just fix the tower and get on with our lives.
Pick it up. Bergeron Construction could have it up 10 minutes.
It's crazy. They don't have one construction company in Italy. What's going on over there?
They praise clocks.
That is a good point. Like, oh, this tourist attraction, come see this clock.
Clock.
Huh. Okay.
What are you talking about, Big
man.
Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they took me there. I wasn't impressed.
Well, look, it's Big Ben Parliament.
We're talking. A Chicago guy wants me to stare at a damn metal bean for 20 hours.
That bean, if you look at it from different angles, you see the city skyline, you see your own reflection. That bean is so immersive. You could spend days there. I can't decide which one I enjoyed staring at more, the Grand Canyon or the bean.
Huh. I'm going to blow your mind. Get you a handheld mirror, walk around the world, you'll see behind you. What?
Nah, that bean, that's like shapes and angles that you couldn't even comprehend.
To be fair, though, Liberty Bell, I always maintained, just fix the crack. Put it back up. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what it did. What did the Liberty Bell do? Did we have to ring it to signify something?
Yeah. The British were coming.
Yeah.
I'm not certain that was it.
The break in it is significant, though.
The crack?
Yeah, it broke. Somebody broke it. Thomas Edison.
Oh, the lightning hit it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. And then he discovered electricity.
That's big time.
Thank you, Bell.
Big time.
All right, those are your sports headlines. Over to weather. In South Florida, there's no way Coach L joins us after this segment, right? Like, is there any way he decides, yeah, I want to talk to those guys?
I want to get off the show. My name's on it.
Hey, how's your birthday, Hawk?
Jimmy says the Liberty Bell is cracked due to a combination of a manufacturing defect and an unsuccessful repair attempt.
That's what I'm saying. Just fix it. Like, why?
But did they
why
not have warranties back then?
That's it.
I mean, we ordered a big giant bell that was going to signify liberty, and we accepted shoddy workmanship.
USAA.
Great call.
And now I've been to Philly a couple times. I stand in a 2.5-hour line to go watch a bell that's cracked.
Yeah. And the bell doesn't even do anything.
Just sits there.
It sits there.
There's no bell.
Y'all want it to juggle?
No, I'd like it to ring like a freaking bell.
Do bell activities.
Hey, come watch the bell. Oh, what time does it ring? Never.
Anticipation of the building, no.
It'd be like you going to Tootsie's, nobody takes their clothes off. That's what going to see the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia would be like going to Tootsie's and everyone just stands around in their clothes.
Okay.
What time do they take off their clothes? Oh, they don't. Why did I wait in line 2 hours? I don't know.
You better go get you a tailgate takeover menu item or something. Stage is boring.
God bless America, though.
God bless America.
Yeah.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy tonight. The lows, they're going to drop into the mid to upper 70s. That is brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Visit chillzoneac.com.
All right, Jim Larinaga is going to join us in the next segment. Speaking of Yanks, Crowder will tell you about Tootsie's first.
And you know what? They do take their clothes off at Tootsie's. Don't let that story fool you now. Tootsie's Cabaret is the largest strip club in the entire world, open from noon to 6 a.m. every single day. That's 18 hours of fun. Beautiful women, beautiful entertainment, dozens and dozens of TVs everywhere. Any sporting event you want to watch is going to be football, baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, MMA, UFC. They are playing your event that you want to see and get delicious food. It's not some dude back there with a hot iron. It is a full kitchen. The food is delicious. Food specials every single day. $100 bottles, half-price drinks till 8 p.m. They have 2 levels of entertainment now. Largest strip club in the world. 2 levels of entertainment, complete restaurant, full liquor bars, the sports bar in the back. It's gigantic. Got pool tables in. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to Tootsie's, you are missing out. Anytime. If you're sad, you go. If you're happy, you go celebrate. Sad, you go mourn. Go to Tootsie's. You will have a great time. Game days, it is right around the corner from Hard Rock Stadium. Go over there and pre-game there, post-game there. You don't want to sit in that traffic. Head to Tootsie's. Let the traffic die down. Have you a good couple hours. Get you delicious food and then head home. Head to Tootsie's. If you have a Canes or Fins ticket, you get in free that entire game day. And just sports all around. On Sundays, they do have the tailgate takeover. It is a $10 menu. You don't get $10 meals anymore in 2025, except at Tootsie's. 12 to 5 p.m. on Sundays. Chicken wings, smash burger fries, fried shrimp fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos are just $10 from noon to 5 p.m. on Sundays. Head to Tootsie's Cabaret. I'm telling you, I've been going there since 05. I'm going to go there in 2055 as well. You got to go to Tootsie's Cabaret. It is a good time. Tootsie'sCabaret.com. That's the website. Go there for more information.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You know where the Himalayas are?
Himalayas?
Yes.
Of course. South America.
Select from a huge inventory of new Volkswagen models like the Atlas, Tiguan, and Taos. They have the perfect new Volkswagen for you in stock and ready for immediate delivery with competitive financing and flexible lease options. You'll get the best deal at Doral Volkswagen. Nobody sells for less. That's Doral Volkswagen. So Jim Larinaga usually joins us on Wednesdays. He's going to be traveling. Jim Larinaga, the head coach at the University of Miami for their men's basketball team for many years. And he's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. We brought him on a day early, talk a little hoops with him, and there he is. What are you doing travel-wise? You're going to see your son? You going to L.A. to spend Thanksgiving there?
Yeah, I'm going to L.A. I'm going to cheer on the Clippers and get them rolling. I'm going to bring them some good luck.
Bring him some plays. Bring a chalkboard and a piece of chalk and an eraser. And
I would make.
Hey,
my day
don't be trashing my Clippers now.
Sorry, you laid it up there for me. Who am I not to bounce it back in if I get the opportunity? We're talking about the Heat. So the Heat are 12-6. They're third in the East. Tyler Hero's back. And I asked Crowder and Solana yesterday. This was before they won yesterday. I asked them yesterday, is it time we start having the conversation about the Heat being one of the better teams in the East, one of the best teams in the East? And now with Tyler back, and as Solana mentioned at the beginning of the show, they won a game last night that maybe last year they would have lost. And sometimes that's what makes a good team a great team. So is it too early to start talking about the Heat as being one of the elite teams in the East?
Well, I certainly think they are right now at 12-6 and playing very well. The win last night, when it got tied at 102, I was like, uh-oh. And then you have a player like Tyler Hero in his first game back, goes 12 for 18, plays a terrific game, makes the game-winning shot. They played like a championship caliber team. But again, it's November. The season's just getting started. What I loved about last night is they did it without Norman Powell, who's having a career year. And he's playing like one of the top 10 players in the NBA right now. He's scoring the ball so efficiently. So when he and Tyler Hero team up, if they have the great on-court chemistry, that's a huge bonus for Eric Spoelstra and the staff, where they have those two big-time scorers in the same backcourt.
And Coach, some Solana and me we're going after. We argue all day on this show, but he talks about the pace of play, which the Heat are number one in the league pace of play. But then I looked at the top 5 pace of play teams. The other 4 teams are below 500. They're not great teams. Like, what do you take from pace of play? Is that an impressive stat to have your team be the number one pace of play team in the league?
Well, only if you're winning. It's not something that pace of play determines whether you win or not. Pace of play is basically how you're utilizing your personnel. If your personnel is suited to that style, like Spo and his staff think the Heat are, then you utilize that to your advantage. If your team, runs up and down the floor and loses, then it's not so great. Do you remember when Paul Westhead ran the system with the Denver Nuggets 30 years ago and he was scoring 140 points and his opponent was scoring 150? Oh, Crowder, you don't know that? You don't know that story?
Yeah, Coach, I think I was 9 years old.
Weren't you paying attention to the NBA back then? Come on.
Sir.
Well, here's the thing. Paul Westhead won a world championship with the Lakers running the system. He had Magic Johnson pushing the ball, and then Pat Riley took over, and it was Lakers Showtime. They now got a TV show called Showtime or something like that about the Lakers' great run in the 80s under Pat Riley. But I think what Spo is doing, his team is suited for that style. He feels very comfortable pushing the ball and scoring before the opponent's defense gets set. Every coach will tell you it's harder to score when the opponent has 5 defenders back and you have to try to score against a set defense, that if you're in the open court and it's 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-4, once you have the advantage, you want to take advantage of it. If you don't have the advantage and it's 5-on-5, that's a different story. And a lot of those teams that are playing fast that are not as successful as the Heat, it's because their players are just not as good at it right now. That can change over a period of time because, as I said, it's early in the season. It's still November.
Coach, what about a player like Kel'el Ware? We've talked about him already this season. Over his last 3 games, 20 points in all 3 games, 20 and 14 rebounds, 20 and 16 rebounds, 20 and 18 rebounds. When do you know that a player who obviously has a ton of talent, when do you know that he's no longer taking a leap to where you can expect that sometimes, but then he'll regress in other games, to he's emerged, he's arrived, he's officially taken that leap to big-time player?
Yeah, Solana, here's my thought about that. He was in the starting lineup. Was he in the start lineup all 3 games?
Yes.
So maybe the excitement of moving into the starting lineup and thinking like, I got to earn that spot and keep it for the rest of the year. And he's playing with Bam. So, we're trying to figure out if that combination is going to actually work in the long run. Obviously, winning a close game like last night is a tremendous sign. But if he starts to be too happy with himself and his production slips, then the question comes in, should we move him back to the bench and make him earn that playing time a second time? Hopefully Kel'el is getting old enough, experienced enough, confident enough, and is competitive enough to make that starting role his and only his for the rest of the season.
So I just want to see if I have this correct, Coach Larinaga. If you were coaching the Heat and you're 12-6 and your style of play is working perfectly the way that you thought, and obviously you're hoping, like you said, that Norman Powell and Tyler Hero will coexist as, superstars can. You wouldn't have a moment in your office by yourself saying, hey, man, I know it's only November. I think I got something here. Or you would literally be, hey, early, I'm not thinking success yet. I got it. And I understand you got a long season to play, but you wouldn't start having those thoughts of everything I thought that this team was going to be during the offseason as we prepared for the season. Everything I thought is coming true. I think I got it.
Hoch, you're amazing. You want coaches to look into their crystal ball and figure out the way they're going to be playing in April, May, and June. No, coaches tend to look at it one day at a time, one game at a time.
No, they say that, but do they really do it is my question.
Well, you obviously feel better after wins when you're on a little bit of a winning streak. You feel good that you're doing the right thing, because if you lost 3 in a row, you'd be saying to yourself, what adjustments do we have to make? Do we have to consider slowing things down? Or do we have to consider changing the lineup, changing our defense, whatever your thoughts are? But it's really in the present. You don't want to get too far ahead of you, and you don't want to look back too far. You want to really examine what is going on, what's working for you, and what's not working for you so well.
And what's the OKC head coach's name? Like, he has to be comfortable right now, Coach. He's by far has the best team.
One loss.
Yeah, they have one loss, Coach. They just won a championship. Like, he can't be panicking on a Tuesday before a game. He's the best team in the world.
No, those young teams, they still have a lot of energy. The older teams, those guys have to motivate themselves. They've been playing for 10, 12 years. A little bit more difficult to keep yourself ready game after game. These young teams, like, look what the Pistons are doing. They're young and enthusiastic, and I'm starting to see. I'm big on Instagram, and they're starting to show offensive clips of the Detroit Pistons clips of plays that they're running to get Cade Cunningham going. How about the kid who no one drafted? What the heck's his name? Who's now in the start lineup for the Pistons? You guys know who I'm talking about?
You're talking about Duncan Robinson?
No. This kid was undrafted. He was not. No.
Jalen Duren?
What is it?
Jalen Duren?
No, Jalen Duren was a lottery pick. Come on. You guys.
At least I got Duncan. He wasn't drafted. At least I got half the question right.
No, this guy's name is Jenkins. Dennis Jenkins. He wasn't drafted.
Oh, DJ.
And he's now starting and averaging like 17 and 9 for the Pistons. He wasn't even drafted. They have found a diamond in the rough. They've inserted him, given him more and more playing time. Initially, he was coming in off the bench. Now he's starting, and he's doing a fantastic job. You know, with teams, you always are looking for those players who step up to fill a role, much like Duncan Robinson did for the Heat. You know, those guys who come in off the bench and light it up for you. This guy has done it. Now they've moved him into the starting lineup, and I'm looking at his stats right now. He's killing it. He's shooting 51% from the field, 46% from three, and having a heck of a year.
I may have to start betting some over-unders on him. Maybe Vegas hasn't caught up to Coach L on this one. Let me ask you a question before we run out of time here, because Thanksgiving's coming up on Thursday. The Hurricanes play BYU. I think they're ranked 9th in the country on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. It's some invitational. And so it's a 5 p.m. Thanksgiving Day start. Did you like playing in those holiday tournaments, or was that more of just, hey, it's a casualty of the business? Like, did you look forward to a Thanksgiving tournament where, you know, you can't do a traditional Thanksgiving with your family, or did you love that part of it?
Well, first of all, I'm very excited to see our Miami Hurricanes team go up against BYU. I think that'll be a fabulous game, and again, another way for Jay Lucas and his staff to evaluate their team. As far as my experience, I loved it when we won. I hated it when we lost. That was very, very simple. We played some great games, some great teams during the holidays, and a lot of them were ESPN events. I like those ESPN events. They were all on TV. Families could plan well in advance to come. So Thanksgiving weekend became a, you know, if you were at home, we'd have Thanksgiving dinner as a team, and then the players would actually go with their families who had arrived in town. When we were on the road, they celebrated with their families. It's these games this weekend are going to be phenomenal. You know, you got so many great college matchups. I'm looking forward to it.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Like, what's the portion of it that you look forward to the most? We were talking on the air yesterday. Really, we're not doing traditional Thanksgiving meals. I don't think any of us on the show, other than Jimmy, although they're doing more than just turkey. Are you standard turkey, stuffing, sweet potatoes, and what's your favorite?
My favorite is when my wife is cooking Thanksgiving dinner. I eat a little bit of the turkey meat, but her stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy are to die for. That's all I want to eat. Second, third helpings of the stuffing and the mashed potatoes. The gravy is awesome. The turkey's just okay, but we won't be doing that this Thursday. We'll be in L.A., and my son and his wife will be preparing the dinner meal.
Hey, Coach, what does your wife put in her stuffing? Because it's just soggy bread to me at my house. Is there something more in that stuffing?
I got no idea, but Crowder, if you were at my house, you'd be at the dinner table for hours eating it. This stuff is so good. It's unbelievable.
Have you suggested to your son Jay just bringing in In-N-Out Burger on Thanksgiving as long as you're out in LA?
No. They've got a big dinner planned. I'm just glad that I don't have to fix anything. I'm not a cook. I just eat the meal that whatever's served to me, and I'm not a big eater. I've told you guys before. I wish I didn't have to eat. That I could just sustain life without eating. That would be right
He
in my
doesn't
wheelhouse.
like to eat. He does not like to eat.
I
He's
don't like
very
to
fit.
eat.
What did you eat
Sustain
today?
life.
What did you eat today?
I had a yogurt for breakfast, and I had soup for lunch, and I had butterscotch soup. It was awful.
Huh.
Hmm.
I mean, Jimmy there, he lives on Costco hot
Butternuts.
dogs.
My wife says butternut squash.
I had a
is what
feeling I had a feeling it was butternut
terrible.
squash soup. It was terrible. Did she make it?
What?
Did she make it?
She made it at Publix.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't her recipe. She just picked it up
she
for
just
you.
bought it off the shelf.
So just a cup of hot soup for lunch, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
Bread? No bread to dip the bread in.
No. I did have some saltine crackers, but not many. I told you, I don't eat. I eat more junk. I like ice cream and cookies and candy.
I had avocado toast today. That's all I've had. Avocado toast and a cappuccino.
Gosh.
You never had avocado toast?
No, I don't eat avocado.
Oh, Coach, I got to get you up to Boca. You and I, we're going to go to Italiano. It's a little market right downstairs. We're going to have an avocado toast and a cappuccino, and we're going to talk about Josh Giddey and Montas Buzelis.
Josh Giddey's playing very well.
Very well. Very well. Hit the over last night, 20.5. All right, we love you, Coach. Safe travels to L.A.
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving to you and your family, and we'll talk to you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
There you go. Coach Larinaga. Always enjoy talking with him. I always enjoy talking about Atlantic Men's Clinic. I'm a big believer. You listen to this show, you know I look forward to my testosterone shot on Tuesdays. Today, I was there. Changed my life. And the holiday season is here. Hustle and bustle and activity. But if your energy is drained and you're not sleeping well and your sex drive is nowhere to be found, maybe it's tough for you to feel festive. Those could be signs of low testosterone. And if that's what's going on, this is your season to take action and get treated. Low testosterone can cause so many problems. Low sex drive, bad sleep, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog. And most guys just say, well, that's what happens when you get older. But you don't consider there's medical treatments that can give you back your vibrancy. So if you're feeling like that, treat the low T, change your life. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they're the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. Schedule a consult. You go there, they do your lab work, they have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. Atlantic Men's Clinic. There's 7 locations now in South Florida, including their new office in Hollywood. So call them today, 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkey, rabbit, you name it.
Today's
Flip mode. Bust a bus. 9-7. It's check it out. Hit you with no delayings of what you saying.
What do you know about this, Solana?
With the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic,
Hoch.
my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio.
Yo.
You know Busta?
Hoch. I mean, come on, bro.
Solana, I mean, this is my era. You're young.
Hoch, Suge Knight. I mean, are you kidding me?
Valid point. I forgot you were a hip hop head.
Yeah, big man.
I love talking with Coach Larinaga, man. That's fun. He's got to be, I mean, we say it all the time, just a changed person, you know? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he would be preparing for a tournament. He'd be immersed in basketball, and now he gets to enjoy his family and watch some Clippers games and enjoy the food. Not that he enjoys eating, but yeah, it really is interesting to watch someone who lived something, and when you know more than any of us,
Yeah.
a coach's lifestyle is so 24/7 all immersive in their sport that it's really a remarkable journey to watch someone get to the other side of that.
It's funny. I would, because we kind of went through his process with him, but he was on with us, and we talked with him when he was coaching, and just his love for basketball and up to the middle of the night, and even referencing coaches from the 1940s and all that stuff. Like, he loves it. And you never know when guys retire. I would strike him as a guy that got right back into basketball somehow. He didn't. Like, he enjoyed, like he said, I don't even want to cook. I don't want to just hang out. He floats around. He enjoys his wife. I thought he would have went more of the Jason Taylor route, where he retired and jumped right back into coaching to get around
like even
football.
at a high school or something. Just get me involved somewhere. I got to be near the court.
And I don't know if y'all, through different, aspects of life, though, I never knew who would be the guy that can let it go and couldn't let it go. Like Zach Thomason loves being retired. He loves just coaching his son's soccer team and hanging out. Jason couldn't do it. So 2 Hall of Famers, both went different directions after retirement. I can't wait to retire and do nothing all damn day.
Oh, my God. I mean, I want these 4 hours back every day. I need I'm teasing. We do more than these 4 hours. Got some very bad news from the world of Boca Raton last couple of days. I haven't brought it up yet. I didn't know how to bring it up, but I'm going to do so. Hooters on Glades Road is closing, and that's the final Hooters in Palm Beach County.
Wow.
Oh, man. There's that one on Pines and University, I think, is left.
There's one on Cypress Creek. By, I think it's Andrews Boulevard. But, yeah, they're closing. They lost their lease. They say that they want to stay open, but they lost their lease. And it's up in February, and the landlord's moving them out.
They haven't really diversified their menu through the years.
Oh, when you have something that works, what do you need to diversify?
Just, a little deeper menu, I used to eat oysters there, which was crazy, but I used to. And
You used to eat the crab legs there.
oh, crab legs, oysters, But then they were seasonal. I wanted a good old oyster, a Hooters oyster year round.
Really? You wanted to go to Hooters for oysters year round?
Year round. And the one on Pines and University, the guy used to broil them for me. He put a little butter on there, a little seasoning. He used to make my own special crowd.
Well, maybe if he spent more time following the instructions that were given to him by corporate on how to prepare their meals, they wouldn't be closing their final location in Palm Beach County.
Customer's always right.
Sorry, Hoch.
Thanks.
That's tough.
We've been
man.
there together. We've been there before. I've been there with Hoch and Jim and
Yeah.
The Hialeah location, right? Didn't we do a live broadcast from the Hialeah
we were,
location?
yeah, but I don't think that one's closing. This has just happened to be one on Glades. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a ton near me. There's one in Doral. There's one on Coral Way. There's the one in Hialeah. There's one in Pines for sure too. There's a ton near me.
I felt very safe at the Glades one though.
Oh, easy living, man. Time of your life. All right, let's do 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. And Game Day Uncensored Sunday will begin at 9 a.m. on 104.3 FM, WQAM. And Solana and Tobin, Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins, they will get you ready for some Dolphins Saints action Sunday afternoon at the Rock. Apropos of nothing to do with the Dolphins, here are some updated superlatives from BetOnline. For the MVP race in the NFL, Matthew Stafford remains the favorite and has extended his lead over Drake May. It is basically, they say, a two-player race right now between Stafford and Drake May. Josh Allen has gone from 4-1 to 20-1. Baker Mayfield, a one-time favorite, is now off the board. Yeah. Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson are now off the board as well. So right now, I mean, who saw Drake May at the end of November being in the MVP hunt, one of two players in the MVP hunt? But God bless them, I guess.
No, not God bless them. I wanted them to be in peril after the Brady time, and they go and find a coach and a quarterback, and now they're the number one damn seed in the AFC.
Defensive Player of the Year. Do you know who the massive favorite is to win Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL?
Some big-ass pass rusher.
You got it.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Yeah, you nailed it. Myles Garrett is minus 1,000. Aiden Hutchinson went from 10-1 to 40-1. Brian Burns, Byron Young, TJ Watt are now off the board. That is Myles Garrett's award to lose.
It's the defensive player of the year is turning into the MVP for a quarterback award. Like, them DNs are just so stupid at changing games nowadays.
Yep. How about, would you like to guess, who is the odds-on favorite to win Coach of the Year?
Shane Steichen.
It is not.
Vrabel.
It is Mike Vrabel.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Mike
one.
Vrabel is the favorite. He has created, according to BetOnline, a lot of separation from Shane Steichen. Ben Johnson has gone from 16-1 to 7-1. And the Bears keep winning. He's got to be in the conversation at least. Jim Harbaugh is now off the board. Let's see here. Offensive Player of the Year?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
I was going to say either Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, McCaffrey.
No, you guys are forgetting Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is the favorite, but his lead is microscopic, they say. Jahmyr Gibbs went from 75-1 to 20-1. Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua are all off the board now.
Yeah.
But comeback player of the year, who is the favorite?
I don't know this because a guy can get benched and become a comeback player of the year nowadays. This is weird.
It
Daniel
is
Jones.
C-Mac. It's C-Mac. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Because he was hurt, but they don't even have to be hurt anymore. They've changed this rule.
All right, let's do headlines. Because Aronde Gadsden is going to join us this hour. In the next hour, Gino Torretta is going to join us. We've got to listen to the DBJ calls from Saturday, although he only did one, but we'll sneak that in at some point before 6 o'clock today. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
My vote still goes to DeMar Hamlin, by the way, for comeback player of the year.
Every year. As long as he's playing, I'm down with that.
As long as he's alive,
Yeah.
it should go to DeMar Hamlin.
Even if he's not in the league, he wins NFL comeback player of the year.
Every year.
Okay.
All he has to do is breathe.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So all he does on the field.
Not exactly. Not against Hoch.
Oh, there you go, DeMar. Great job, big man.
You guys saw Christian McCaffrey yesterday just pretty much single-handedly beat the Bryce Young-led Carolina Panthers. Monday Night Football.
What's your feeling on Bryce Young, Solana? You've been high on him for a couple of seasons. He's had some bangers this season, no doubt. Where do you stand on Bryce Young?
If he could play the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons every single game, then I think he'd be okay. The problem is that is not the case. The Bryce doesn't seem to be right currently.
All right.
Hey. It's clever.
You
You know what? He's very Tua-ish. He's little. He makes a lot of mistakes late. Like him and Tua have a lot in common, I believe. He can make throws like Tua used to be able to make throws. I think he's going to break
Tua's
down.
1,000 times better than him.
Right, as we sit here right now today?
Yep.
No.
If you had a game to win for the existence of Earth, the aliens come down. What was Max Kellerman's question?
Yeah, laser beam pointed down at Earth.
And you can't pick Andre Iguodala. So who do you pick? Honestly, you have to win one football game, and your quarterback choices are Tua or Bryce Young. Obviously, the best solution is sell all your property and your belongings and do whatever you can until the end is coming. But no, you have to win one football game. Your choices are Bryce Young or Tua. Who are you picking right now?
It's not an easy runaway. I would go Tua. But it's close. It's close, though, Hawk. That's sad because
I don't think
Bryce
it's close.
hasn't done anything. Oh, no, not Hawk. You think about 2023 all the time. As we sit here today, as we've watched Tua go out there and get choked out, throw 4 interceptions in the Carolina game, like I think you're living in the past with Tua, man. We scored 16 damn points and it took 4.5 quarters.
Who was on a 2-game winning streak? What's Bryce Young on?
I know 1-game losing streak.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm taking J.J. McCarthy. Alabama QBs kind of trash when they get to the NFL, huh?
This has been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, kind of just very mid, I guess.
Jalen's
MVP. Yeah, but he was kicked out of Bama for these guys. If you're giving me the option to go one drive for the fate of the universe, I'm taking Tua Tagovailoa. One full football game, I'm taking Bryce Young because I don't know if Tua can stay healthy.
Stop it! What are you talking about? He's been healthy all season. What do you mean you don't know if he could stay healthy?
This is healthy from Tua Tagovailoa, the guy.
I mean, he hasn't missed any plays other than when he was benched.
Now, okay, I say this: you have to pick a quarterback to have a better record through an entire 17-game season. I'm taking Bryce Young.
A quarterback.
If we have to finish over 500 for that.
You think the Dolphins have a different record this season if Bryce Young is their quarterback?
Yes.
You think that? What are they? 4-7 right now?
They're better.
You think the Dolphins have more than 4 wins this season if Bryce Young is their quarterback?
Yes, I think the Dolphins have more talent than the Panthers do.
No. Take Bryce Young, put him on this Dolphins squad. You're telling me they have more than 4 wins because Bryce Young is that much better than Tua?
I'm not saying that much better, but yes, I would say yes. In McDaniel's system, I think Carolina's system's not that good. Yeah, I think Bryce Young would win five wins right now at least.
Solana?
Man, Crowder, I mean, I don't know what you're doing with Bryce Young. I'm the Bryce guy here.
What are you doing with Tua?
I think Tua's a better passer. Tua's a way better passer, man. Tua's just overall just a better passer. Bryce Young can get out of the pocket. He's shown some flashes. He can get out of the pocket, make some plays. That dude is a deer in headlights 90% of the time. You take away his stats from the Falcons win, he's literally averaging like 107 yards per game passing. It's bad. Tua's a better overall quarterback. I was riding with you because I thought we were trolling Hawk, but I mean, Bryce Young is really, really the definition of like you hope he's mid. You know what I mean? You hope he ends up being mid. Tua, at the very least, is going to come out and at his best, he's gonna connect on some decent routes with his weapons. At least.
I think they might have a different record, Crowder. I think it's worse than 4-7.
Oh.
Like, I'm with you that they might have a different record. I think they might be 3-8 or 2-9.
This 2-game winning streak, Tua has completed 29 passes for 173 and 171. You're acting like Tua's throwing up 400 yards a game. These are pedestrian numbers.
Is there a game Tua Tagovailoa has won this season? The only game I can think of that he has won with his arm was the Falcons game, where it wasn't even necessarily his stats, but he was 20 of 26. He threw 4 touchdowns. He had over 200 yards in that game, and he was just connecting on all cylinders. Outside of that game,
that's a good one. It's been HN season, so now when you look at it through that prism, if you put Bryce Young on this team, they're probably 4-7. They're probably 4-7.
Oh no, they're very similar, but I guess I'm getting after how y'all are looking. Like y'all are saying Bryce Young. I'm getting to saying Tua's name like you're saying Bryce Young's name.
Because I think you're overstating Bryce Young.
And I think y'all are overstating Tua because of the past performance of last season. This season, bro.
Well, Bryce Young's never had a 2023 Tua season. I mean, that's fine. You can't keep going backwards. I understand what you're saying, but Bryce Young's never had that.
But give Bryce Young Tyreek Hill. Give Bryce Young Jalen Waddle. Give Bryce Young Devon Achane. Man, Crowder, you got me swinging back over to you. And put him in Mike McDaniel's offense. And the fact that he's mobile, I think the Dolphins.
Well, that's the part. That's the part that I'm hesitating on because I love the naked boot, and you can't do it with Tua. You could do it with Bryce Young.
You open up the offense more. You could do a lot more. You can move him. You can run. Like yes, you can do more with Bryce Young.
We are in sports hell.
Let me just say Bryce Young actually has thrown for more yards this season. Less touchdowns, less interceptions, but both have 42 quarterback rating. They're the same person, fellas. I don't know.
But you said they'd have more wins with Bryce Young. I am more inclined to say yes, they are the same person.
They're the same guy. Yeah, so I'm with you. Same record. But Bryce is on his puppy deal. We just paid $2.5 billion.
Well, that's complete different story.
He's old. If he had thrown the ball 50 yards, he just falls down and gets sacked. I've just seen too much this year. You know, when your eyes are open, I think my eyes are now open on Tua.
Yeah.
How did Brock Purdy throw 3 interceptions in the first half, and the Niners were still up 17-3 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, Ticket Wizard texted me. I wasn't watching it because I was watching the Heat and the Bulls games and the Panthers game. NFL football actually fell to 4th on my list last night. But Ticket Wizard texted me out of nowhere. I just got a text and it said, "Is Brock Purdy colorblind?" But I wasn't watching the game. So did he look terrible?
Threw 3 interceptions, and the third one was just bad. Clean pocket, just overthrew his receiver. But again, they were up 17-3 late in the third quarter. It was insane.
No, I think after 2 of the interceptions, the Carolina Panthers got a automatic 3-and-out. Like the 49ers defense would just choke them to death, even with the ball. Get it on the 30, choke you to death. Get it on the 50,
there's a question for you, Solana, on the chat. Who's better, Chalmers or Drew Smith? And before you answer that, I know what Drew Smith's numbers were yesterday.
What are you talking about? His 3 assists?
Nope. Did you see Drew Smith's numbers? I check the box score every morning because I want to see Davion Mitchell's numbers because I'm waiting. I'm like a buzzard ready to bounce.
Yeah, it wasn't his best game either yesterday.
Did you see Drew Smith's numbers? I got to go back and look at this because it jumped out to me. What is it?
0 of 6, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc, 3 total rebounds. He only had 1 assist, 0 points. He was a -15 in the game.
That was your Drew crew.
Yeah, not good. Not good yesterday. Mario Chalmers should have his jersey retired by this organization. That is not shtick.
Oh,
firmly
stop it.
believe
By
that.
Kansas. Has Kansas retired his jersey?
I believe.
That's fine. That's plenty for Mario. That's plenty.
Mario Chalmers
Congrats, Rio. Congrats.
started on this roster for this franchise for 2 NBA titles as the starting point guard. He's the only rookie in the history of this franchise to start all 82 games. Mario Chalmers deserves to have his jersey retired, the number 6 jersey, by the way.
Just for being on the team?
Solana does this all the time.
Yeah.
He's there.
Delivering in the biggest moments in the franchise's history. I mean,
When?
Ray Allen might have hit that shot in Game 6, but you know who was open in the opposite corner? Mario Chalmers.
You know what? Mario Chalmers is DeMar Hamlin minus the medical problem.
I will drive to Davie right now.
Great line. That's funny. All right, what else do you have in the headlines?
Hey, Hoch, just because you were going through some of the NFL odds, I was looking today. The Patriots, 10-win Patriots, first in the AFC, aren't even in the top 10 for Super Bowl odds, favorites to win the Super Bowl.
Is that so?
BetMGM. Yeah. They're 11th right now. According to BetMGM, it could be different on Hard Rock.
Yeah, let me look on the Hard Rock app.
Okay. We know the Rams are first. You had read it to us yesterday. The Eagles, second at plus 650. Chiefs, plus 1,000. Lions, plus 1,100. Yep. You've got to go all the way down. The Colts, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Bills, the Broncos, who are also up there in the AFC, the Packers, and then the New England Patriots coming in at 11 after Week 12 at plus 1,500. We're talking about the number 1 overall seed in the AFC.
Yeah, they're plus 1,400 on the Hard Rock app.
I'm not sold on the Broncos. The defense is stupid. But Bo Nix can't do he is garbage for 3.5 quarters most games, and then he has 1 or 2 good drives. Like I don't believe in the Broncos.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm not putting money on Drake May to win a Super Bowl. Like,
no, I know what you're saying, though. Like a team with 10 wins in the regular season, you'd think if you see them at plus 1,400 to win the Super Bowl, they're the only team with 10 wins. I mean, you'd think that you would want to jump all over that, and I'm not feeling the urge to jump all over that.
No. The Bills getting good didn't get to me as bad as the Patriots getting good again.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess because they just dominated. Somebody else needed to run the AFC East. Not
if you think the Dolphins are going to sneak into the playoffs, which I do, it's plus 3,000.
Let's give it here.
But just sneak into the playoffs plus 3,000, make the playoffs?
Make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs is plus 3,000.
Plus 3,000.
Wow.
Boy, I was just in Vegas. It's open because of people like you.
Yeah, because my 2 futures are Zion Williamson to win MVP of the league, which he would do if they played the Bulls 82 games. And I've also got a Rondé Gadsden the second, offensive rookie of the year.
I walked in playing at Hollywood. Where's your buddy? Where's your friend? Oh, he's not here this time. Damn it.
I bet at the beginning of the season, let me pull it up, but I bet the Dolphins how they would lose this season, and I bet wild card loss.
What's that at?
Stage of elimination, wild card round. I bet it at plus 375. Yeesh.
I mean, you'd be better off just betting make the playoffs at plus 3,000.
Well, they're not offering anything back on that.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they would be.
That's a funny preseason bet.
I would have taken that. I remember him saying that, and that made a ton of sense to me.
We're going to be exactly who we were last year.
Yep.
That's sad. That's a sad way to live life, man.
He put that in after that terrible practice in Detroit. I remember.
And by the way, Hoch, I got crushed on social media for pointing out that after that practice, I was changing my expectations for the Dolphins, lowering my expectations. Oh, you're taking a practice. You're overreacting to a practice. It's just what do the Lions beat reporters know? Everybody's down on the Dolphins. Everybody was right about the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, stop it.
in
They're on a
that practice.
2-game winning streak, and they're the hottest team in the NFL. What are you
Nobody
talking
wanted
about?
to point that out. Nobody wanted to point that out when the Dolphins are 1-7. The Detroit Lions' entire journalism staff was 100% right. Everybody who covers that team saw Jack Jones storm duck trying to keep up with Amon-Ra St. Brown and
Okay,
said,
well, apparently you haven't seen Jack Jones making the national media rounds like on Pat McAfee because he's balling.
I was at that practice and it was sad.
"Oh,
I
don't
took this-
overreact
that's
to a
the-
practice, Crowder. Don't overreact to a practice. How dare you
That was
overreact to a practice?"
The last time I talked to Chris Greer face to face was at the Miami Dolphins Detroit Lions joint practice.
Well, you
All right,
should
anything
call
else
him
in
up.
the anything
should
else in
call
the
him up.
headlines? I
He's
want to
got
have
free
time
time.
with I want to have time with OG.
Your weather brought to you by brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems.
Okay.
Visit chillzoneac.com.
It's a-
No, I am hearing an echo now, and it's bothering me. One of you needs to figure this out because we've got me echoing back towards me.
Is it Jimmy?
No,
It's not me.
It's me.
probably.
That's not
Solana seems to think that you have one side of your headphones not in your ear and that it's being picked up on the microphone. But if it's behind you, I don't think it would be.
Yeah.
It's on my butt crack, Solana. How is it picking up anything?
No, that's probably pretty hollow and has an echo. Has an echo to it. That's like that's got to be like a cave. And there's probably spelunkers in there right now.
Man went rough with the old colonoscopy, whatever it's called.
Right now in South Florida, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid 70s. That is your weather.
All right. Aronde Gadsden is going to join us in the next segment. We'll talk some Dolphins football and Thanksgiving food with him. So do not go anywhere.
Talking about Thanksgiving food, I was at Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market this morning. I got my smoked fish dip. I got my stone crabs, 15 pounds of stone crabs already cracked, ready to go. I'm going to get into them before Thanksgiving, but we're having a stone crab Thanksgiving. But whatever you're having, it was a line outside the door with people that ordered their fresh, never frozen turkeys from Delaware. You can still get it in now, but go to DelawareChicken.com. Whatever you want, whatever you're eating for Thanksgiving, just these whole holidays, Christmas and Hanukkah, and anytime you want to go get something good to eat, make something good to eat, get it from Delaware. It's fresh. It's going to be the best price. My man Jose is doing big things over there. Go to Delaware Chicken Farm at DelawareChicken.com, the website. See the entire menu: the lamb, the beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison, crabs, clams, oysters, scallops, sandwiches, burgers, fried chicken, roasted chicken. I got the smoked tuna dip. I tell you, every time I go, I get me a half a gallon of smoked tuna dip. I just love it. Buffalo chicken dip. They have crackers right there for you. I went and got it all. I did some damage today in Delaware. You should go to Delaware. Call them in advance. When you know what you want, 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. It'll be packaged ready when you get there. Curbside delivery is available. They'll bring it out to you because all they want to do is get delicious food to your holiday party, your tailgate, your watch party, family dinner, romantic dinner, eating by yourself. Get the food from Delaware and Yacht Provisions. A beautiful yacht on a beautiful day with Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market's food. That is a day for your tail. Get to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They're located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab the Crowder powder. They have all 3 blends and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'm not a huge mac and cheese guy.
What?
I've made
All right, before we get to Oronde, we talk about Twin Peaks. We used to meet Oronde at Twin Peaks. We used to do the show there, but I tell you all the time, Twin Peaks can be your headquarters for the entire football season. Nothing like hunkering down at Twin Peaks, watching some college or pro football. You got Canes in action Saturday at Pitt. It's a noon game, and you can enjoy it with full sound at Twin Peaks. Dolphins in action Sunday at 1. You can watch that with tons of other Fins fans at Twin Peaks. Hockey, basketball, MLS playoffs. It's all right there for you at Twin Peaks with bar stools and corner booths that rival courtside seats. The Lodge is your hoops headquarters all season long. No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, they've got everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu second to none. Don't forget about the 29-degree drafts. And of course, Friday, a huge shopping day. And that Twin Peaks that we would do the show from at University Drive in where was that Twin Peaks that we were? Was that Davie? That was the Twin Peaks in Davie, right? On University Drive. That area of commerce. I used to say it all the time when we were there during the holiday season. This is what you do if the girlfriend wants to go shopping all day, Black Friday. You just hang out and chill at Twin Peaks. I mean, it's perfect because the significant other can shop all day. You're enjoying a 29-degree draft. She's bouncing from place to place. Time of your life. So Twin Peaks, they got them all over South Florida. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. All right. Our friend Oronde Gadsden is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He played for the Dolphins for many seasons. By the way, right by that Twin Peaks is Caneswear. And before we talk football, Caneswear. Perfect place to do your holiday shopping. Caneswear on University Drive or online at caneswear.com. So, OG Dolphins receiver, his son, Oronde Gadsden II, in his first season with the Chargers. Chargers host the hapless Raiders this coming Sunday. But, OG, we got to talk. We were talking in the last segment, and I can't even tell you how we got on this topic. But who would you rather have right now, Tua Tagovailoa or Bryce Young as your quarterback?
Tua Tagovailoa,
yes,
for sure.
Yes.
It's a wild answer.
No, he couldn't figure out why that's even a question.
Yeah, I was thinking what angle was that at? But just if you could, you know what I'm saying, apples to apples, like I gotta go with Tua just because of the experience, and he may be a little thicker. He may weigh a little bit more. I may get a game or two more out of Tua. I know that's tough to say, but I don't know. They both Alabama quarterbacks, and they both think they still behind the Alabama line because they both not rushing to do nothing. Like, hurry up, people! Like, what are you backing up so slow for, Bryce Young? They coming. The people coming.
They on the way.
They're on the way.
Hey, Hawk's doing this thing that the Dolphins can go to the playoffs. I think it's a little tongue-in-cheek, but do you see them continuing to win? Because this little 13-16 game against the Commanders has not impressed me. They really haven't impressed me, bro. I'm real down on the Dolphins.
I mean, what would they have to do, run the table?
Yeah. And still, that's not even a guarantee that they get in.
Oh man, it's like both Miami teams need a lot of help going on. A lot of stuff going on. need somebody else to lose, somebody else to win. We got to win first. Like, it'll be tough. We still have to play New England. We still got some games that's going to be pretty tough. I don't know if they win them all. I mean, listen, it's lining up good though. I mean, we should win this one, have 3 in a row, right? And then we go from there. But I just don't know if we could hold it in the road that long because, at some point, Mike McDaniel is going to go back to the hocus pocus and be like, why you do that? Like that 4th and 1 thing he did in Spain probably won't work in the United States. You know what I mean? It probably just won't. You know what I mean? But I think hey, you got to give it a shot. You know what I mean? You got to go for them all now. Like you got to go for all the 4th downs now because you got nothing to lose.
Got the hocus pocus.
I don't think they can run the table though. Unfortunately, I don't think so.
That was the funky paella, I think, that made Mike McDaniel a little crazy over there.
There you go.
The shellfish.
There you go.
Is there anything that the Dolphins can do down the stretch of the season? Here's where we're at, OG. They play the Saints at home. Then they play the Jets. They play the Steelers, maybe on the road, Monday Night Football, maybe without Aaron Rodgers. They play the Bengals. Joe Burrow's back, but that's a home game. And then they play the Bucks, maybe without Baker Mayfield. And that final game against New England, the Pats might not need to play anybody in that game. They might have the 1 seed locked up, or at the very least, they have their preferred playoff matchup. Is there anything the Dolphins can do down the stretch here that would convince you that they should run it back next season, pretty much just with the same core that they currently have, same head coach?
Absolutely not. I think we have to make some changes. It has to be like, listen, by all intents purposes, they're going to bring back the coach and the quarterback, right? So something else has to change. The coach, the head coach, the quarterback, and the running back, probably the 3 people that got to stay. Like, they got to stay, And so, I've said this, like a broken record. I mean, they just don't have any vets that they can turn to, and I think that's just monumental in a locker room, especially in a young locker room. Like, have to have somebody, that can say, look, this is how it works. Like, watching this Shedeur Sanders situation, like, if he got Myles Garrett on his side, he's gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Because if Myles Garrett called the players only meeting, everybody coming. You know what I mean? I just think you have to have some of those dudes in the locker room, and I don't think the ones we have probably not as boisterous, as they should be, or you would like them to be. Like, I'm pretty sure Minka's a leader. I'm pretty sure Minka, has enough cachet to say, hey, this is what we need to do. But is he, does he have enough moxie to just do it all the time or say it, when we are listening? You know what I mean? So those are things I think we need to take the next step, because the head coach is not going to do it, right? He's not that guy, right? I'm a man. I'm 40. You know what I mean? He's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy. He's not going to do it. So I think you have to have some players. We can pick them up, though. You know what I mean? We've been doing pretty good with, getting some mercenary players. Maybe you get a linebacker or defensive end or offensive, lineman that's, been in the trenches before and say, hey, look, this is how it's been done. I've won, in years past, and I know how to do it. This is how we got to start to do it. And then people rally around that with, Tua and Mike, jumping on board with it. But there's nobody really, for us to follow. And if we don't get that, I think we'd just be, spinning our wheels.
And OG, talk about, I'm with you. I don't want to win, the next 4 games, and now we barely missed the playoffs, and we're right back on the hamster wheel as we're calling it. But the teams that do turn it around, bro, the Colts, it was a change of quarterback, Daniel Jones. The Pats, they had went and drafted Drake May, and the Bears, new coach, new quarterback, and now they're winning the damn division. Is there any situation where Tua is the quarterback and we turn this thing around? We bring in, I don't give a damn who we bring in. Is there any way?
I don't. Turn it around to what? What we talking about? Turn it around.
Being the top of the AFC East, man. I'm not saying win the Super Bowl.
Not 4-7 through 11 games.
Right. Like listen. I'm gonna harp back to the 70-20 week was the best. At that point, we were the best team that we could be. I think. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see. Because, at the end of the day, you got to grind these games out. And for us, when I played, when you played, when whoever played, the the bad part, or the part we always got to look to, is some of those games in the playoffs we're gonna have to play outside in the cold away, and I just don't think we have those people. You know what I mean? I feel that way about even Like I think they can make the playoffs, and I think they're a good enough team to make it. But this last game in Pittsburgh, gonna be pretty dicey at 30 degrees. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be tough. Like we got to go to New England in the last game of the season. It's away.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember we lost them at home, like week 3 or week 4.
You know, still get dicey. You know what I mean? It's dicey. Like I just don't know if we have those dudes that can grind it out in that type of environment. Now, granted, they may have their spot, like you said, Solana. They may have a play. Say they, I don't know, they 4 playing 5. They can't move nowhere, and they sit some people, but you still got to grind those games out. You know what I mean? Up there in the cold, 30 degrees. Nobody liking you. Like it's tough. And so I don't know if we have those people in the locker room that can do it. I could be wrong. What I'm saying?
What? Because we're up against a break. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Eating. I don't know.
Are you doing traditional? You doing traditional turkey, stuffing, yams?
Yeah, I'm a traditional type of guy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not because I just love the turkey. You know what I mean? Like you can have a turkey, but the non-traditional Thanksgiving that everybody's doing, no, we just gonna have some fish and some steak. The point for me with that is Friday when I'm watching the 3:00 Philly Chicago game, and when I'm watching the other games on the basketball games on Friday, the Alabama Auburn or whatever, the leftover heat up in the non-traditional Thanksgiving suck. Super suck. Like that turkey and stuffing and those string beans and that string bean casserole and that sweet potato with them marshmallows on top, heat up so good with that cornbread. Ooh, I can't wait till Friday. I skip Thanksgiving.
You know what? He's right on that. Wow. He is totally right on that, because I'm not doing the traditional Thanksgiving because I'm over it. But man, the leftovers are so special.
The turkey sandwich, when you just walk in the fridge, open it up, and you see that turkey in the aluminum foil, you're like, I don't want that whole turkey. But if they got some dark meat back there, I'm gonna make a sandwich, put some mayonnaise on. Oh,
couple of Hawaiian rolls, put that bad boy on a sandwich. He's right. Man, you know what? I think I've screwed this up the last couple of years.
I want all the MSG. I want to be asleep within an hour of eating that. I'm putting gravy over everything.
So you can reheat ribs, you can reheat
but ham, it doesn't hit. No, but it doesn't hit the way OG's saying. He's right.
It don't hit. They don't hit. That stuffing and that gravy Friday, when you get that thing out the microwave, you see the smoke coming off it.
Because the thing is, with the turkey, you don't even need to heat it up. So now you're feeling like a sandwich. You grab the turkey right out of the thing, and then you heat up, the stuffing or whatever. So now you got the sandwich already, and you're not waiting though. And then you know what?
The cranberry on the side. You can dip the sandwich in it if you want. You can make a whole plate. Just gotta get two plates at your house though, Channing, because I know you got them bad paper plates. They probably sorry. You got them little styrofoam plates, man. You gotta get 2 of them.
Ruin all my little rugs.
The ribs you gotta heat up. You gotta take them out, try them, put them back. Like, I don't want to heat up no ribs tomorrow. Nah, I'm straight. I need the turkey.
He's right. Lasagna's not like a quick out of the fridge and let me heat up a little piece.
Who eats lasagna on Friday?
Yeah.
Lasagna is exactly that.
Nah.
You cut a little piece of lasagna, throw it in the microwave, and you eat it.
I think I've seen the light.
Lasagna on Thursday. Who having lasagna for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What house is that?
Yeah. I know you got carried away.
That's an Anglo-Saxon house.
You got carried away talking about green bean casserole. I know you was rolling, but you got carried away with green bean
that stuff
casserole.
Good, man.
Man, ain't nobody eating no green bean casserole.
With the little onion things on top.
Oh, the crispy onions! Come on, right out of the can.
Yeah. Come come on, Tanny. It don't matter what's under the gravy. I'm eating it all anyway. Just put the gravy on top of everything. I put the gravy on the bread, on the little bread, the little dinner roll. Roll all that up.
Totally right. All right, Rondé Gadsden, we love you. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all too, man.
There you go. Rondé Gadsden. 4 o'clock hour. Gino Toretta's going to join us. Everyone's welcome at the Hard Rock Bet Thanksgiving table. Sign up today. Place a $5 bet on any game. If it wins, you'll feast on $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. You got a winning bet and a stuffed bankroll. That's something to be thankful for. Now, maybe at Thanksgiving dinner, you want to be the know-it-all. Check out the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. It's got streaks, trends, hot streaks, the latest line moves, everything you need to sound sharp and bet smarter. I remind you, too, because you got 3 football games on Thursday, 1 on Friday, full docket Saturday, Sunday. Don't get bit by the injury bug anymore. Bet the Week 13 games with injury insurance. If the player you bet on leaves the game in the first half due to injury, you'll get your bet back as a bonus bet. Now, maybe you're more into the hardwood than the gridiron. The NBA is in full swing. Hard Rock Bet puts the entire basketball season in the palm of your hand, from tip-off to buzzer beaters, everything in between. Like a Josh Giddey over 20.5 last night when he hit that meaningless 3 to launch him to 21 and cash my ticket. Refer your friends to Hard Rock Bet. You'll both score a bonus bet up to $50. That's up to $50 for you, up to $50 for them. Bet together, win together. Get the party started on the Hard Rock Bet app. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I didn't realize you were such an expert on this.
I didn't realize you were such an idiot.
All right, 4 o'clock hour. We're going to get the headlines. We went a little long with OG. Gino Toretta is going to join us this hour, so I want to bang through some stuff here. But I want to hear the cut from DBJ. He only did one call for us during Saturday's game, and I'm starting to see this now on Instagram, Solana. This is viral. I just saw Boban do it. That's
phenomenal. I did see that as well.
Phenomenal. So I didn't realize that that's what this was. So who is it? It's Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, it's a mashup. I forget what song, but they mashed up a Nicki Minaj song, an old
right.
song.
She's got a verse. Yeah. What is it?
What's going on?
That's right. Yeah, it's 4 Non-Blondes. What's going on?
Yes.
And I said, hey. But then they throw in a Nicki Minaj verse.
Right.
And the person who's doing, like, you're doing it with another person on the video, and then all of a sudden the person busts out the Nicki Minaj verse. You know, they lip sync it. And I just saw Boban do it, and it was fantastic.
He can do anything.
So, here's what we gave DBJ on Saturday.
I bees in the trap, bees in the trap. I bees in the trap, bees in the trap.
All right. Let us hear what Don Bailey Jr. did during the Miami Hurricanes radio broadcast, executive produced by Victor Bermudez. Let's hear how this transpired on the air.
What are they going to review? How do you review a whistle? By sound? This is really good. The referee blew the whistle, I think.
That's why Miami, that's what Mesidor is pointing back. We stopped.
This is a makeup call for SMU? Oh, boy. Only in this league could we have stuff like this happen.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. That's what I feel like, Joe.
What?
Give you a little bit of the champ in there.
Do it.
Bees.
He's about to be.
His knee's not down.
His knee's not down, but the question is, did they blow the whistle?
That's fantastic. I heard someone in the booth there giggle, too. I don't know who that was. I don't know if that was Victor. I don't know if that was Steph. Like, somebody giggled.
Josie didn't know what happened. Josie doesn't know what DJ said, and it sounded like people were just cracking up in the background.
Bees in the trap. All right, that was good. Nice job out of DBJ.
That was good.
Great. That was excellent. All right, let's do headlines so we have enough time with Gino. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Before I get to any official headlines, we have some audio that we have to play. A couple different things have transpired over the past couple hours here. Yesterday, we showed some much-deserved love to FIU and head coach Willie Simmons. Crowder said something during that entire clip, and I had uploaded it to socials, where he said, man, Willie could go. He looks like, he's not somebody you want to mess with. Mm-hmm. And Willie Simmons was asked about that this morning. The head coach of FIU was asked about Crowder's comments.
Really?
This is what he had to say.
Yeah, no, I saw that clip today, and I'm still trying to figure out what Channing meant by that. So if anybody knows Channing Crowder, maybe ask him what he meant by nobody wants to run up on me after the game. I'm not a big guy in that regard. I mean, I think I'm decent sized, but I don't think I'm physically imposing enough to where I scare people from coming up on me. So maybe something getting after the officials or something like that. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, well, listen, just the way that he says, hey, I don't know what he's talking about, means that he could kick your ass sideways.
Yes, that's the swag is there. He explained what he didn't know right with the answer, why he didn't know. He just got that. Listen, don't come up and say nothing crazy at me. You know what I'm talking about, Coach. Coach, you're going to hear this. If somebody sees you, and I've seen you very intense on the sideline, nobody's coming to argue with you. I say it this way, Willie. You done slapped somebody before, Willie, and I don't even know you that well. The last guy you slapped is not going to talk to you again the rest of your life, Coach.
The guys who slap someone are the guys who say, "I don't know why anybody's scared of me, man. I don't impose my my will on someone. Look at me. I'm like." Those are the guys that you got to be careful of. Willie's that guy.
Willie doesn't lock his car. He just leaves it open. I wish somebody would take my car.
Yeah.
I wish a dude would run up on me in his parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. You heard of people protecting their car with the club? I got club and club. I protect my car.
Yeah, Willie's not nervous leaving a function late at night.
Anybody have the club anymore?
No.
Man, you couldn't go out without the club. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, you couldn't go out without the club.
You had locks on your doors, but it was extra protection. I remember when it blew up.
Remember it went over the steering wheel, so you couldn't steer the car once you broke into it.
It had a separate key.
Yeah,
and it would lock over the steering wheel. And the like the CD player that you could eject. And
the removable CD player,
and you had like a case for it.
Yeah, so people couldn't steal your car stereo because there was nothing to steal.
That's like the most 90s bleep ever, right? The club.
Oh my God, the club. Man, everyone, like anywhere you pulled up, you would just hear everybody elongating the club.
The club blew up. I do remember the club.
Yeah.
I have vivid memories of stepping into my aunt's Honda Accord, 1998 Honda Accord in Kendall, leaving at Eckerd's, and her taking the club off.
Yeah, the club.
So also yesterday, we played the viral sound of Keyshawn Johnson imitating a dog.
It's good.
It's phenomenal. But for some reason today, and I don't know why, I was out there with Jimmy. We had a producer meeting. After the meeting, Tobin calls Jimmy into the on-air studio, and I go back to find out what exactly Jimmy did. And they had Jimmy imitate Keyshawn Johnson. Here's how that sounded.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
We were wondering, could you give us, because Leroy apparently is comparing you to Dozier, if you could give us your best Keyshawn Johnson bark.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
What's that? Why'd you chickmunk your little cheeks?
That was, you tried to find sound that wasn't there.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I see somebody's calling the hotline. He's panicking. He doesn't know what to do because we're talking to him. You can go ahead.
Go ahead. You can answer the hotline.
Oh, they hung up.
All right. Well,
That's
call back.
Ringing, right?
Star 69. As long as we're talking about stuff from the 90s.
Hey, that worked. Star 67 blocked it. That was action.
Does that
How
still
do you
work?
feel about your dog impersonation, Jimmy?
I think it was better.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you run it back?
I'll try.
So I don't like this. According to the Sports Business Journal, the Utah Jazz home stadium, it's the Delta Center now.
Mm.
They have implemented a new rule. No longer are fans allowed to bring signs to games.
Don't bring signs to games anyway. What are you doing? Hey, use your time better.
Yeah. Not always. Even past the point of being in somebody's way behind you that pay for their seat and they can't see, they have a, impeded view. It's lame.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, hey, if you got some free time before the game, I don't know, read a book, do some Mad Libs, make a mixtape. But, make a sign with poster board, and you don't need to do that.
Yeah. You have to make sure your club is activated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like that's a very sportsy thing. You're going to go to a game. Maybe it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I traveled all this way to see Tyler Hero just for him to wish me a happy birthday. Like,
Oh, you know what?
being a fan.
In that instance, yeah, sometimes kids get to meet their heroes because they travel. They waited all season to go meet Steph Curry, and they hold a sign. It's my birthday. I just want to take a picture with Steph Curry, and he walks over. I'd take it back.
No.
Yeah,
still
Utah,
lame.
do better.
Parents are lame too.
Nah, that's a good moment. Take that back, Utah.
They're breeding lamies. They're going to do that with their kid. It's going to go on forever. Drug addicts.
Remember, you had the Argentinian kid on the sideline. Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler gave him
It was
the
a viral story.
went to lunch with him. He did, and then we found out the kid was doing the exact same thing at every single NBA game that he had ever been to.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's true. I didn't know that there was a twist ending to that.
I think there was a twist ending. I don't remember. It's kind of vague now.
Nice. Stick with what works.
Hey, let me ask you. Do y'all believe all them signs y'all see on the side of the road under the turnpike too?
What do you mean?
Hey, lost my job, 17 kids, just trying to make it. They're lying.
The people who are asking for money and help?
You think those signs are realistic?
Oh, 100%.
You're crazy.
What kind of what kind of
kids that are
incentive
lying.
is there? What kind of incentive is there to lie?
To get money.
Oh, but I wouldn't give you the money if you were lying.
You don't know if that little kid from Argentina's lying. You don't know
I
if
know.
Jack's lying.
Trust me, I know. I see through them.
Every now and then you'll get somebody on the side of the road who just is telling you the truth. I just want money for beer.
I'll
Those
watch out for them.
people, yeah, those people I'll throw a dollar to because I admire them just being honest.
I can't give money to the people with cell phones with money. Like it's I can't do it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you can't exist without a cell phone nowadays.
But you're gonna live in the street and have
But
communicate
they
with
don't
the
say
other
that
bum?
they live in the street. They just don't have a job. Like they probably go home to their apartment. They don't live in the street.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. You have a cell phone bill. You AT&T.
Well, that's why they need money.
No, you have Wi-Fi. You know,
That's
can't
why
give money
they
to
need
somebody with
money.
Wi-Fi. I can't give
The
some, you have
Wi-Fi doesn't pay
already.
for itself.
I know. Well, you need to find another one. I'm not paying for your cell phone. That's not a necessity.
But in other words, you think everyone who's begging has absolutely nothing.
Shouldn't have a cell phone if you can't buy a sandwich.
If you're
you
good
shouldn't have
enough,
a cell phone
if
bill.
you're good enough to beg and earn a cell phone, then you should keep begging. You're doing it well.
You probably should put the cell phone away because that's a dead giveaway to me. No money.
Dead giveaway.
I'm not giving you a dime.
All right, here are some actual headlines. I don't know what happened in this segment, but here are some actual headlines.
I enjoyed it.
The Miami Heat are going to play against the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow. They did win yesterday. The Heat have won 5 straight games. They'll play an NBA Cup game against Milwaukee at home. Yesterday was the first of 4 straight at the Kaseya Center. Norman Powell, who missed yesterday's game despite Tyler Hero's return, he has been upgraded to probable for tomorrow's game. Niko Jovic, who's missed the last 4, he's questionable. Andrew Wiggins, who's missed the last 3, he is questionable as well. Tyler Hero, 12 of 18 in 30 minutes, 24 points in his season debut. He hit the go-ahead bucket with under a minute to go, leading to the 4-point Heat win.
I have some breaking news.
What's that?
I got to wait for the breaking news sound. Will Manso just texted me. He's back to normal.
Oh.
Colonoscopy is over. Passed with flying colors. Made it safe and sound.
Thank God.
How long do you get your grade?
They give it to you instantly.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. The doctor comes in. He tells you what you found. They always find polyps. Spoiler alert. Everyone's got a polyp. Nobody runs a polyp-free colon. All right?
So there's no A pluses on the colonoscopy.
Well, I think, they go, listen, you have diverticulitis. You've got a polyp. Nothing to worry about. We'll keep an eye on it. And,
Was there like a B minus B minus.
I don't think they give you letter grades. I don't know what doctors you're going to. They give you letter grades on everything, but I haven't seen that. Are you talking about an APGAR score?
It's UMR. He told me I got a C. I said thanks.
By the way, Carson Beck named the ACC quarterback of the week.
Oh. All right.
Has he lived up to the hype?
No.
I mean, he hasn't looked as good at the end of the season that he did at the beginning of the season. But what was the hype? You didn't expect much of anything, Crowder. So it depends what you consider to be, did he live up to the hype? I mean, you came in expecting garbage.
Yeah. I came in expecting a large drop off from Cam Ward, which I think I was correct on that. And in both the bad losses, he was part of he was a liability, not an asset in those losses to SMU
in the
and
big
Louisville.
marquee wins, he was that dude.
Did he ball in Notre Dame?
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was in the Heisman hunt. Yeah, after Notre Dame and Florida and FSU.
Well, remember the Florida game, he really didn't have a good game. He only threw for 160 yards. He did have 205, 2 touchdowns against Notre Dame, but the second half, the ball wasn't moving as well as you had hoped. But I don't really put a lot of that stuff against Carson Beck. To me, a lot of that is the offense that's being called, a very conservative offense, taking the ball out of his hands. Whether or not it's because they don't trust him, I don't know. But
right. We'll ask Gino in the next segment. I mean, speaking of letter grades, Crowder, give Carson Beck a letter grade.
Oh, C.
What'd you expect coming in, though?
Probably an F.
Yeah. So he exceeded your expectation.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is the C jumping out because I watched 3 interceptions Louisville and 1 to lose the game at the end when they had a chance to win, or SMU game when I watched an interception in overtime to lose the game. Like the 2 bad losses, the last time the Canes touched the ball, it was in his hands and he lost the game.
Louisville, 4 interceptions was inexcusable, especially the last interception. I don't care whose fault it was. Shouldn't have thrown that ball. And honestly, Crowder, they shouldn't have been in overtime. They were up double digits against SMU.
Yeah, I put that more on Mario than
sure.
Mario played for overtime too.
That was a dumb decision. But you're in overtime, you're on the 10-yard line, and you throw it to a guy that's right behind the defender. That wasn't even a tough interception that linebacker had.
Yeah.
Just for the record, he's thrown for 2,800 yards, 22 touchdowns to just 9 interceptions this season. His quarterback rating is 164.2. His QBR is 80.9. He's not Cam Ward, but I do think those are unfair expectations for Carson Beck. I think he's had a really good season. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid to upper 70s. That's brought to you by Chill Zone AC. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
All right, Gino Torretta is going to join us in the next segment. We'll talk some college football with him. There is a lot going on. This is a very consequential week for the Miami Hurricanes and Hurricanes fans. So Gino Torretta will join us in the next segment, and we can ask him also his thoughts on Carson Beck as well. So do not go anywhere.
Y'all need to get to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. I was there today, picked up the stone crab, got the fish dip, got all the stuff ready for Thanksgiving that we're going to love. If you're having Thanksgiving now, get to Delaware. You have one more day. Fresh, never frozen turkeys. They have all the food. If you're doing conventional, they have it. If you're doing unconventional, you want some lamb or some steak or whatever, crabs, clams, oysters, scallops, deer, whatever you want. Delaware has it. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. They have it all. They have beef, chicken, lamb, pork. They have crabs and clams and oysters, all kinds of fish. They have fried chicken, roasted chicken, sandwiches, burgers. They have the sides. Sides are made in-house, daily and fresh. Don't feel like getting in the kitchen too much. You can get all your meat. You can get your sides. The dips, like I said, I got my smoked tuna dip. Best fish dip in the world. The buffalo chicken dip is off the chain as well. go to DelawareChicken.com. That's DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. Call them in advance. Your order will be packaged and ready when you get there. They'll bring it out to car for you if you want to. DelawareChicken.com. Give them a call, 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. It'll be packaged and ready when you get there. They'll bring it to the car because all they want to do is get delicious food back to any holiday festivities you're having, Christmas, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, hanging out with your buddies, tailgates, watch parties, romantic dinners. Get the food from Delaware. And Yacht Provisions. Beautiful yacht, beautiful day, best food you can have. Come on now, you can't beat that. Get to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They are located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder powder. They have all 3 blends and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
She'll like it too.
WQAM
All right, Gino Torretta is going to join us here. He usually joins us on Thursdays, but that's Thanksgiving, of course. Gino Torretta, the Heisman Trophy winner, courtesy of the local 519 Plumbers Union in football and in life. It's about being on the right team. Join the winning team at local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Gino will be on the call for Touchdown Radio this Saturday night, Alabama and Auburn. And I remind you, before we talk a little college football with Gino, the best place to get geared up this holiday season with Canes gear is Caneswear in Davie, or online at caneswear.com. We were just talking in the last segment, Gino, about Carson Beck and what letter grade you'd give him, or whether, because Crowder was saying he didn't meet expectations. But I reminded Crowder his expectations for Carson Beck were the bottom of the barrel. He thought he was going to be a bust. And I think those big wins at the beginning of the season were a lot in part due to him. So I'm just curious how you look at Carson Beck's season with the University of Miami.
Well, I would say good, not great. He played better this past week. I think that the two losses are really the disappointing ones. I mean, he threw 4 picks in the one game and didn't play well. But they got their work cut out for them. I mean, they got an outside chance getting in the playoff. Still, probably more of a chance making the playoff than making the conference championship game. But for them to do that, they're going to have to go on the road and beat Pitt. And I just saw Pitt against Georgia Tech. Pitt has a true freshman quarterback and a true freshman in the backfield that are legit. Like I'd be shocked if Pitt was able to keep Heinzel the quarterback for 4 years, because somebody's going to be throwing some major cash his way. The kid can move. He got a nice arm. He's aggressive. Seems to be, fiery leader on the field. But, I would say okay. You didn't have obviously a Cam Ward type season, and obviously nobody has at the University of Miami, so maybe unfair to compare that. But I think that the comparison is not necessarily just your statistics, but your record, and I think that that's really what is most important as a quarterback, is what's your record, wins and losses. And you lost a couple games where, you were a pretty big favorite, in those games, and you didn't have great games. So, I'm not going to say it's a failure, but I think it was adequate. Yeah, we would have liked more out of it. And he can write it off if they go out and smoke Pitt this weekend. I think they got a darn good chance of getting in that playoff.
And Gino, do you like that approach with, like you're saying, Cam Ward? And Hoch's right, because I'm looking at Cam Ward and I'm almost like, listen, I watched him at Georgia. I watched Beck at Georgia. I'm like, he's not Cam if y'all are expecting that. But to your point, like I was saying, man, the 2 losses, the ball touched his hand last. And those top quarterbacks, that's what you want. You want to have the ball in your hands, down by 4 to go win the game, or in overtime for SMU, where he's not doing that. So I guess it's almost, we're talking now about the strength of schedule versus strength of loss, where I'm putting those losses over the Notre Dame, over the Florida game, over those games, because when the game was on the line, you had the ball in your hand. It wasn't the defense having to stop them.
Oh yeah, I would agree. I think the one disappointing thing, listen, as a player, you want to feel like, man, the guy's all in. And the most disappointing thing to me is, listen, you can have crappy games. And I've had crappy games and you just own up to it. But some of the responses, like I'm just running the plays sent in to me from the sideline, like I didn't really care for that kind of response. I mean, I don't want my quarterback telling me that. I want to tell my quarterback, here, I'm going to teach you, this is what we want to run in these situations. And if, 25-second clock's running down, you can get us in a better play. Get us in a better play. You're the leader out there. I'm the coach on the sideline. And I think those were probably the disappointing thing. I think the play at SMU where they're trying to throw a little dodge route, to Malachi and a linebacker, like you said, it really wasn't a tough interception. I mean, it was kind of a floated ball over the middle. I mean, if you're going to try to jam one in there, I don't know. My experience, I throw that damn ball as hard as I can. I mean, if I'm trying to throw it by somebody, I'm trying to throw it by somebody. So I think that he has gotten better. I think last week was one of his better performances. And listen, quarterbacks, the more reps they have in a certain scheme, the better they're going to be. So hopefully that continues. But like I said, they're going to have their work cut out for them this weekend.
But I think the question here, Gino, in my opinion, is would you trust him in a must-win game in the college football playoff? I know right now the Canes seem to be on the outside looking in, but would you trust him to go make the play down the stretch of a game of the ACC title game or down the stretch of a game of a college football playoff game based on what you've seen this season?
You got no other choice. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I get the question like we asked, like, do you really want the ball in this guy's hands? And we've done it, whether it's the Dolphins, the Canes, the Seminoles, the Gators. You know what? Hell, you're at this point right now, and he's your guy. I mean, remember, let's go back to that Notre Dame game, and Notre Dame handcuffed C.J. Carr. And now he was a redshirt freshman. I'm like, dude, if you pick your starter, I don't give a crap if it's the game 1, game 2, or game 11, or you're in the playoffs. He's your starting quarterback. So you better believe him, else you're setting up your whole team or your whole offense to failure. So I would say, yeah, they better have the utmost confidence in him going into these last games, and if they make the playoffs, they better have confidence that you're not going to game plan around your starting quarterback. I wouldn't hope at this point in the season.
Speaking of the college football playoffs, there's obviously and again, it starts with the Canes beating Pitt on Saturday. And again, you broadcast Pitt last week, so you've seen them. This is not a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination. We've seen this play out with the Canes before. I believe it was a Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving game against Pitt just a few years ago that they put up a stinker. But if it comes down to the college football playoffs, is there any scenario where you say Notre Dame should be in ahead of Miami if they both end with the same number of losses and Miami has beaten Notre Dame head-to-head?
I would say yes, because listen, you have recency bias. If you're voting, you look at things that happen closer to your vote with more credence. Notre Dame smoked Syracuse 70-7. They played a lot of the same opponents, and I would say the trajectory, Notre Dame has been playing better and better every week, and Miami has kind of been up and down. And then you had those kind of two stinkers in the middle latter part of the season. So I would say yes. And the committee has already told you. I mean, look at how they're ranking Miami and Notre Dame. If you're truly looking at same record, they're going to go, okay, let's look at same opponents and how you did versus those same opponents. I mean, hell, I can remember when I played in the BCS and all that, it was Florida and Spurrier running up the score, Erickson and Miami, they're running up the score. But that matters, because now you got people, the actual individuals where the computers are out of it, where somebody's saying, well, who do I think is really playing better right now? And I would say that, yes, there is a scenario. They've already showed you. I mean, they have the same records.
But do you think that that's fair? Because I have this.
Well, fair is what you go get blue ribbons at, and they show
fine.
Cows and horses and
I get it.
Like that.
I get it.
There ain't nothing fair.
In other words, to say, hey, this team is playing better now, discounts the game that you actually beat that team in. And why should that be discounted?
Okay, let's go back to a couple years ago, Hawk. Florida State was undefeated.
They should have been.
And they said the quarterback's hurt. And all of a sudden, they don't make the playoffs. And it's like, you screw 99 other players on that roster because the quarterback got hurt at the end of the season. Let's take another scenario. What if Ole Miss beats Mississippi State this weekend? And on Sunday, Lane Kiffin says, peace out. I'm going to Baton Rouge or I'm going to Gainesville. What does the committee do there? who's calling? Who's going to call the offense? I mean, he's a big reason. I mean, I would say that's more even a reason to knock Ole Miss than how they did Florida State wrong a couple years ago. So listen, yeah, life ain't fair, but this is why you can't leave it up to people and their judgment. And this is why, as you know, when I was at school, we weren't in a conference, and our only chance was to go undefeated. We didn't have the SEC label behind us. We didn't have that schedule. So it was like we had to kick everybody's ass and basically say, you know what? You can't keep us out. And now Miami's not in that situation right now. They don't – if they worry about all this other stuff, they're going to forget about Pitt, which they can't. They can only control what they can control. And unfortunately, they left a lot out there with those 2 losses. But like I said, Pitt, man, Narduzzi's a defensive coach. I sat there and watched. He would line 6, 7 guys up on the line of scrimmage. He would only rush 4. Georgia Tech's O-line couldn't figure out who was coming. They dropped a linebacker on the coverage. Guy goes 100 yards with a pick. Basically kind of the same throw that Carson made earlier in the season. Miami's going to get a ton of that right now. Like that Dodge route that Malachi Tony, they love throwing. Bro, there's going to be some blitzes. You're going to think it's blitz, and it's not. And it's like you have to be patient. And I would say how you take people out of blitz zone, you run the ball right down their throat. You just say, you know what? You can line up a line of scrimmage. I don't really care if you're rushing 4. I don't care if you're rushing 7. We're going to run it straight at you and just pound you into oblivion. But, that's kind of what I would say. Just, it is what it is. And it's that we just got to wait until the committee, there's a lot of things that can go their way. And have to this point, because they still got a shot, even with those 2 losses later in the season.
You bring up the committee, and it's humans and human error, almost like you're saying fair. It's whatever I think. Like Hoch saw Carson Beck and loved him. I saw Carson Beck and was like, nah, he ain't worth a damn. It's just our opinions. But when it was a computer, everybody hated the BCS because computers don't know anything. They're just putting numbers together. Which way is the better way? I'd ask Hoch too, because humans make mistakes, but the computer's not smart enough to make that decision. So now there's no way to get the right 12 in?
Channing, we have to have jobs, and I like it whatever way, because we got to talk about – you know what I mean? It's set up for us to discuss and debate. I mean, I'll throw a wrench. What if Michigan goes out? Michigan hasn't lost to Ohio State in 4 straight years. What if they go out and beat Ohio State? Michigan and Miami are going to have the same record. That's going to be another team that jumps Miami. So it's like you can talk about all these scenarios of them trying to get an ACC championship game. That's where, okay, hopefully these other teams lose and we get in the conference championship game, win the conference, then you're in. But, man, there's people that are ranked behind you that have big games that could jump you because, like you said, it's people saying, well, Michigan's playing better right now. Who's to say they are or they aren't? But people have to make a vote. They have to make a choice. And their recency bias, I mean, come on. We all know that. It's like, how great was the win in August? Yeah, it was great. Nobody remembers that win in August. People remember the wins in November. That's why when it's cutting time, you got to win in November. You got to win your conference games.
Somehow, I feel like everyone would remember the August game if Notre Dame won and they had the same schedule and this whole situation was reversed. Everyone would be talking about, you remember when Notre Dame beat Miami? I mean, argument ender. They're a better team.
You know what, though? I would say play them again right now. And I would say,
but I don't have to play them again. They played them already.
Well, okay. They also had another opponent, which I told you about a long time ago in August. Heat and humidity. They're big ass offensive line.
Come on, we're not doing weather. We're not doing weather. Gino, what are we doing here? You're not doing weather.
All I'm telling you is they were eating popsicles on the sidelines in the third quarter. because they were whipped by the humid. Come on, Channing's played down here. Like the Dolphins be like,
but
play
I mean,
our
that
tough
makes no
game.
sense. They played, both teams faced the same stuff, and you're saying, hey, play them again now. But we don't have to play them again now. We already played them.
But okay,
to
so
Gino's
you
point-
have head-to-head, and then you also have same opponent. So then they're going to look at same opponents.
But which one should
multiple.
matter more? Everyone's making
The
like
head-to-head, but I'm telling you, recency bias.
I'm with you. I know it exists.
Yeah.
You got to ask ChatGPT, in my opinion. That's the only person that can solve this.
That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe some of the committee throws out to ChatGPT.
Put Elon Musk on the committee. Who's on the committee right now? Is Condoleezza Rice still up there?
Elon Musk is worried about counting his kids and wives and women and whatever he's counting. Come on. You know what? It's frustrating because they have a very good team, and they stumbled twice, and they were in big time games. In the ACC, let's be honest, they don't have a team where they're like, hey man, this is Pitt. They're 11-0 at the end of the season, and they got Dan Marino and handing off to Tony Dorsett. That's where what the ACC is missing this year, because no matter what you say about the SEC, at the end of the year, hell, Alabama can still lose to Auburn. I mean, it's the Iron Bowl. Crazy stuff happens in that game, but it is a game. It is like Michigan, Ohio State, where even if Michigan stinks or isn't very good, people give credit to the opposing team of Ohio State and the SEC, and Miami does not have that game at the end on their schedule. That's why you can't let other people decide your fate, and that's the frustrating thing, because I think they are playing better right now, and they had a great game last week. Listen, they just go out and kick Pitt's ass on the road. It's going to be
put up 70 on Pitt. Put up 70 on Pitt and make people think about that.
And that will be a factor. That will be a factor. And then all of a sudden, then it is, hey, you know what? They beat then the talk is they beat Notre Dame head to head. They had better wins at the end of the season, or they are just as good of a win at the end of the season.
Gino Torretta, we can hear him usually on Thursdays.
Are you opting out of Bird, by the way? Are you opting out of
Yeah,
Bird?
well, we're actually going up to Tampa, so we're going to a restaurant. So there's Bird on the menu. I think Lori's going to have the turkey. I think I'm probably going to go with some sort of like hanger steak.
Oh, that's hanger steak's good. Butcher's filet. Yeah. Poor
Are
man's
you having
filet.
Are you having turkey?
Hell yeah, I'm putting it on my rotisserie.
What about lasagna?
No lasagna, no czar, no
spaghetti meatballs.
No, but there's Italian sausage in my wife's stuffing, so there is some Italian meats.
What else is in there? Gabagool?
No gabagool, but it's pork.
Gabagool.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. We actually bought. I'm going to try this one. I don't know if you've seen it at your favorite store, Trader Joe's. They had half turkeys, like basically just ran down the saw, and it's all seasoned. So I'm going to take another half a turkey and throw it on my smoker and just kind of see how that plays out. But I can't go with that being the main one, because I don't really
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know kind of out seasoned how it's going to turn out. I know how my bird with 2 sticks of herb butter underneath the skin and the breast to keep it moist. I know that's going to be good, and I know the skin's going to be crispy from my rotisserie, so I know I'm good with that one.
All right, keep a little gabagool in the fridge just in case things go south.
I'll slice up some pancetta. There you go. Some pancetta.
Gino Torretta, courtesy of the local 519 Plumbers Union. With all the changes in how America does business, you can count on one thing: the union-trained plumbers of Local 519. Join a winning team today with Local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Have a great Thanksgiving, Gino. Have a great call, Alabama and Auburn. And we will speak with you next week. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to college football and the Miami Hurricanes. So we'll talk to you in a week.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
There you go, Gino Torretta. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hours coming up. It's that time of year. Opening day of championship meet at Gulfstream Park is around the corner, 2 days away. Champions return to Gulfstream Park Thursday, Thanksgiving, for opening day of championship meet, where the world's greatest jockeys, trainers, and thoroughbreds compete for glory every Thursday through Sunday. You can enjoy a day at the races, trackside dining at 10 Palms. You can catch every race in Silk Simulcast Room. You could stand front row on the apron. You will feel the power, passion, and excitement of championship meet. Gulfstream Park. Again, opening day of championship meet is Thanksgiving Day, this Thursday. Elevate your Thanksgiving Day with a unique and thrilling experience in 10 Palms at Gulfstream Park. Gather your family and friends for an incredible spread at 10 Palms while you watch a full day of live racing. It will be a Thursday to remember. There are limited seats available still, and you can get all the info and your tickets at GulfstreamPark.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I can mash potato.
Mashed potato.
And I can do the twist.
Do the twist.
Now tell me, baby.
Tell me, baby.
Do you do it like this?
Do it like this.
This Saturday, the
All-time banger, Jimmy. Los Lobos. La Bamba. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. Now, Solana, you were headed to the Kaseya Center yesterday when Crowder and I don't think you were around, Crowder, when I got the answer to what they're serving at Funky Buddha, because you and I were trying to figure it out right at the top of the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. You got to unmute your mic or we're not going to be able to hear you.
Okay. Jimmy.
I don't think you were around when we found out what Chef Jeff is creating. So, at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park, they do Eat the Enemy. Whoever the Dolphins are playing, they have a dish for the opponent's city. They play the New Orleans Saints. Solana, did you hear us trying to guess what it was going to be?
I did not. I shut you guys off second I got in the car.
I would do the same. Take a guess.
Listen, the preheat.
Well, that's on you. Take a guess. They're playing New Orleans. What do you think Funky Buddha is adding to the menu for the game on Sunday?
Me?
Yeah.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya would be a good guess. Although I think Crowder and I kind of talked it out yesterday going, that might not be a great football item.
Yeah.
It's not handheld. It's
a lot. A muffaletta.
Dan Day said a muffaletta. Someone had put that on the chat yesterday too. I see that when I'm in New Orleans and I see that if you go to a New Orleans style restaurant, they have a muffaletta. What is it? Does anyone know what that is?
I don't know, but it was on my mind and I thought of it. Just popped in my mind for no reason about 10:30 last night. Muffaletta.
Because you said etouffee, and etouffee is something that I see all the time as well, but I had no idea what it was till you explained it to me. You know a muffaletta, Solana?
No, I didn't. I just looked it up, but it's just a sandwich, and it uses like a bread loaf, a Sicilian bread loaf that looks like it's round. So I guess that's the difference between just like a submarine or a hoagie and a muffaletta. It's just a round bread.
Why you say muffaletta with such disdain?
Muffaletta.
You don't like New Orleans or something?
I love New Orleans. I just don't like Dan Day.
Here is fair. I can't argue that. Here is what Chef Jeff has added to the menu. This is at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park on Sunday.
Po' boy.
Fried oyster po' boy with Cajun spiced remoulade.
That is delicious. It's crazy. You talking about a minority opinion? I like oyster po' boys more than shrimp po' boys.
I don't know that I've ever had an oyster po' boy. I've only had shrimp.
Do you like fried oysters?
I do. Is that what they have at Drago's, or is that broiled?
Those are broiled. This is like fried, breaded fried. It looks like a little shrimp.
It's almost
ball.
like fried clams or whatever. Like it's just breaded and fried.
Oh my goodness, delicious. And
better.
It's juicy.
So an oyster tastes better than shrimp.
But you know what? I sit and eat 4 or 5 dozen raw oysters, me and my wife. So I love oysters anyway. So now you throw some batter on it.
That's so terrible for
her. 3 children, baby. We get after.
That is awful for her. Well, anyway,
that's a high class. I told you, we said it. Jeff's gonna do something. He's gonna be good, but he's gonna show out. He's he's very talented. And he has to show you every time he has a chance.
But isn't like occasion remoulade? I mean, you want to talk about something that I don't really think is conducive to football. Occasion remoulade. Like I would never order that at a stadium.
It's just a sauce, right? Isn't remoulade just a sauce?
Yeah. That's the thing with Chef Jeff Solana. Like you could say, hey, I'll get the sandwich with the sauce. Or you can also say, I have a fried oyster po' boy with the remoulade.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. Give the gift of beer this holiday season with Imperial Club. That's a members-only club that grants access to 5 exclusive barrel-aged beers, each with collectible unique labels every year. And if you want to give the beer drinker on your list something special, give them a membership to Funky Buddha's Imperial Club. And I remind you once more that your holiday party would be fantastic at Funky Buddha Brewery. All the beers on tap, all the great food that Chef Jeff makes, and they've got space for 15 to 500 people, and they do book up fast. So you could lock in your holiday party right now at funkybuddha.com.
Their venues, I've been to, 7 or 8 different parties there. Just all kind of great.
Always great. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour with Solana, brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
You guys want to take a quick little look over at what's coming up on Thanksgiving? The early look at the Thanksgiving Day slate?
Yes.
Nooner.
Packers, Lions, 1 o'clock Thursday. Well, that can't be right. That's a noon kickoff, is it not? I think my computer here in the studio has me working out of Minnesota. So I'm an hour behind everything. I noticed that earlier.
Then it would be 11 o'clock.
You're working out of the middle of the Atlantic.
I could have sworn this game was a noon kickoff.
You know what? The Hard Rock app says 1 o'clock.
Huh.
It must be a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, it's just 1 o'clock here.
Told
too.
you.
I heard noon.
I told you. Yeah, you know where you heard noon? On this show yesterday with Solana.
Okay. Damn you, Solana. I just yelled nooner for no reason.
It's at 1 o'clock. That's shocking to me.
Wow.
I feel like it was always at like 12 or 12:30.
Oh.
It was earlier.
Yeah. Something must
look
be
at,
off.
you know what? Let me look at this fantasy football thing. They always get it right.
It's Dan Campbell.
That's just Dan Campbell.
Lions versus Packers. That's TBD on the time. Chiefs versus Cowboys.
It's 1 o'clock, confirmed by AI.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're a big Chat GPT guy now, huh?
No. I just texted Allen Iverson.
I like that joke. I've heard that
AI,
joke a couple
Allen
times.
Iverson jokes. Will those ever get old, or are they always going to be funny?
I'm going to laugh every time because you get me.
Yeah.
Because I hate AI, real AI. I love Allen Iverson.
That joke's really going to hit on Facebook, Hoch. There's no doubt about it.
You'll make me
I
laugh.
told you, I hate when I know my emails or text are AI from the other person. Like, I disrespect you. You lose respect from me when I know AI typed your text.
Yeah, but what would you rather have? A text or an email from Solana where he's trying to think it out? Like for him, just hand it off to AI. No, I don't. Just hand it off.
Well, I like handwritten sentiment. I like face-to-face interactions. This Skynet is taking over.
Have you guys ever gone on ChatGPT and looked yourself up?
I've never used ChatGPT. I don't even know how to get there, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you got to take a bus and then you got to.
No, the AI I know is if you type something into Google, it says AI overview.
Right. So there's an actual ChatGPT website, and it functions similar to Google, but you could tell it to do different things. You could tell.
So what do
it,
you do? You go to http:// the ChatGPT.
Right. Yeah. But just like the Facebook, they dropped the ChatGPT, and ever since then, it really took off.
I'm assuming there's an app too, right? There's got to be a ChatGPT app.
There is an app. Yep.
Where do you get that? At the Google Alexa?
Yeah, Google Alexa Home, Alexa, Google Home.
My kids always say, "Why do you yell at Siri?" For some reason, I have to raise my voice when I ask her a question.
So 1 o'clock, huh? Well, I feel like that really should do it for headlines because we actually learned something.
A wonder. Solana threw me off. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, a wonder. Got a wonder.
All right. Well,
I've always been a one and doneer.
Yeah, round 2 special Hawk.
I've heard about it, but I always thought it was a myth.
It's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's the chupacabra in the Hochman house.
Did you see it? Round 2.
All right. Well, those are your headlines then, I guess. Your weather brought to you by Chill Zone AC. Featuring
Nobody plays tonight, by the way. Nothing local tonight, right?
Nothing local. Today's National Parfait Day. I don't know if that tickles anybody's fancy, but no local games.
We've done this. Is that just yogurt and granola?
That's what I think of. I don't know if that's what an actual parfait is, but when I think of it, it's like, yeah, you go to a restaurant and it's like, oh, would you like the healthy breakfast? It's a granola parfait. And that's, yeah.
I think it has to be layered in order for it to be a parfait. So yogurt, maybe like some fruit, some granola, a little honey, then more yogurt, then some fruit, then a little honey, some more fruit, and then yogurt on top, granola.
Did you know there's a game going on right now? Bowling Green and UMass are playing college football right now?
No.
Bowling Green is up 21-0.
Okay.
Tuesday at 4?
Yeah.
What kind of
I don't know. I don't know, but they're playing.
Is that a bowl game? They started the bowl season early?
Western Michigan and Eastern Michigan tonight, 7:30.
I asked the dude in Vegas at the Aria, what's gelato? And he said, like ice cream. And I was like, no, but what is it though? Like ice cream.
Right. But I think it's less air, right? Isn't that what it is? Less air than ice cream?
The third time he yelled like ice cream, I gave up on this conversation. I still don't know.
Hold on. Let me go to ChatGPT.
No, gelato.
What is the difference between gelato and ice cream? I wish I could cut you off every single time.
You got to yell at it.
Airiness. The main difference between gelato and ice cream are in the fat content, airiness, and serving temperature.
Hey, Siri, is Hawk right?
No.
You taught me more than that, man.
Can people actually make love more than one time in a day? Let me see what Google says. Yes? This is true?
Oh. Charge up, man. Get you a nap. Charge back up,
My
huh?
wife is so lucky. She doesn't know how easy she has it.
Yeah, get you a popsicle. Come on back around. Get your glucose levels right, man. Come on.
Who brought the orange slices? Let's go.
Football game halftime. Ooh, there we go.
All right.
Oh.
Anything
That's a
else?
funny. Have orange slices next to the bed. That's fun. That's a funny thought.
Pretty much it from
headquarters. All right. You have any weather? Did you do weather?
I believe I did weather, but it's brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Visit chillzoneac.com. Partly cloudy tonight. The lows will be in the 70s, maybe in the 80s. I don't know. That's it from what do you call it? Headquarters.
Headquarters.
That's it from HQ. Back to you.
I like that. All right. Jim Larinaga is going to join us in the next segment. We'll talk some Miami Heat and some hoops with Coach L joining us today instead of tomorrow because he's traveling, by the way. Everyone's welcome at the Hard Rock Bet Thanksgiving table. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you'll feast on $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. It's a winning bet and a stuffed bankroll. That's something to be thankful for this year. College football chaos is coming, just a few days away. Every upset, every grudge match, every wild finish is right at your fingertips on the Hard Rock Bet app. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Maybe you're more into the hardwood than the gridiron. The NBA is in full swing. Hard Rock Bet puts the entire basketball season right there in the palm of your hand, from tip-off to buzzer beaters and everything in between. So check into the game. Shoot your shot on the Hard Rock Bet app today. And I remind you, refer your friends to Hard Rock Bet. You'll both score a bonus bet up to $50. It's up to $50 for you and up to $50 for them. Bet together, win together. Get the party started on the Hard Rock Bet app, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Birds are, expert hunters. They eat seeds.